Hello, colleagues. Friday again already goes by quickly. First tip I'm going to talk about is Canva. If you're not familiar with Canva, it is a tool allowing you to create presentations and infographics and lots of wonderful things. And it's got built-in AI as well for you to be able to put your prompts in there and it will create wonderful things for you. Now, we do have a school license, and you can see here that we actually had a limit of 500, but now we've extended that limit. I just wanted to advertise the fact that you can join Canva, all students and all staff. And the way to do that, if I actually just go back to, I'm going to minimize all of this stuff and then go to a in private window so that I can show you right from the beginning. Let me just move this out of the way. Mouse is playing up. Okay, so I'm going to go to canva.com. Or you can just click on the invite code that I'm going to put underneath this video. But if you just want to go old school, you go to canva.com and then click in login. And you can see here there's some options here, but it's this one here that we want. Sign in with your work email, not these ones here. Click on this, put your content in there, click continue. It will then ask you to sign in. And here, look, this is the bit where it says login. It's a bit strange. That's why it's probably easier to click my link. Login with single sign-on. And then it will ask you to put your partner username and password in, and away you go. So I'm going to put in mine, click, and yeah, you get the idea. So have a play with Canva and share it with your students as well. I will actually put it on the dashboards when I get around to it, so that you can just click on that and get to it, because it is a very popular tool. Okay, second thing I want to talk to you about. I want to go. I'm actually going to find a chat. Let's find this chat here with Pri. Something that's just been released is Ctrl F within Teams. Now, Ctrl F anywhere in the sort of Microsoft environment, actually even Macs as well, Command F, you can find things, but now they've built it into Teams chat and Teams channel. So if I do Ctrl F and then search for a keyword, so I'm going to search for HDMI and press enter, you can see now it's searched every single message in this chat for the word HDMI, and I click on it and it will bump me up to that particular part of the chat. So Ctrl F within Teams is really useful. I'm going to stay in Teams here because one of the things that's really powerful is Immersive Reader. And Immersive Reader allows you to look at chat in any language or at text in any language, and also highlight different parts of the vocabulary. So if you've got students that are operating or thinking in a different language, just show them this. They may also obviously show that conversation to their parents if their parents are operating in a different language. How do you get to it within Teams? So you click on the plus button, and on the plus button, you'll see there is the option for Immersive Reader somewhere. Maybe it's not. Is it in the plus button or in this option here? More actions. Got translate saved. There it is. Look. Okay. So let me start that again. So I've got a chat. Click on the ellipses, and I've got Immersive Reader. And when I go into Immersive Reader, many of you that have used Immersive Reader, you'll be familiar with the different options, but you can just show the grammar options and things like this. But the really interesting thing is reading preferences, and you can then choose a language. So I'm going to go into Arabic, and I can then translate words directly by clicking on them, and it also gives an image, or I could translate the whole document. Let me click back on this again and go to document. So then it will translate all of the language, and when you press play as well, it will speak in that particular language. So Immersive Reader in Teams, very powerful for your students and also your parents if they're operating in a different language. Next, staying in Teams, there is a new button, and the new button is OneDrive. On here, on this rail, on this left-hand side rail, you can see I can click on my OneDrive, and it takes me now to the full-blown version of OneDrive within Teams itself. And you can see here, I can now go to my files that are within Teams and sort them however I want, just like you would normally if you are in OneDrive for the web, all within Teams now, which is fantastic. Lastly for me is Copilot. It used to be called Bing, sort of like search engine, but now if I go to my browser and drag my browser into this window so that you can see, now you get a button. The button's changed. Here, look, it's called Copilot. It's changed. And you click on Copilot, and you can then start to use the ChatGPT 4 architecture behind the scenes to be able to do it. But I'm actually just going to go to Copilot for the web. So I'm going to click on Copilot and just show you that there's something new in here called Notebook, just up here on the next to the Copilot part of things. And what will happen with Copilot is just a really nice way for you to be, rather than the prompts and the conversation going in a vertical list in a toilet roll and you lose it, what happens is that you can then start to have a conversation and see the output from the conversation next to each other. So just try it, have a play with it. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.